What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. We're once again continuing with the realistic rebuild series here, as today we have the Golden State Warriors who are off to a pretty good start to the season so far. Obviously, the departure of Klay Thompson and just in general, the vibe around the Warriors hasn't been the best, but like I said, with the way they've started this season, things are on the upwards trend. So let's go ahead and jump in and do a Golden State Warriors realistic rebuild today and see if we can get Stephen Curry one more ring. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like in this one and subscribe if you're new to this channel. As always, greatly appreciated. I'm also recording this on Saturday, and you guys won't see this until Monday. Not that I think there's going to be like any news that drastically changes this video, but if there is, just in case, just wanted to go ahead and throw that out there. So, taking a look at the Warriors roster, obviously Stephen Curry still leading the way with Draymond Green, Buddy Hield, Andrew Wiggins, Jonathan Kuminga, Moses Moody, Lindy Waters, Trace Jackson Davis, and Kevon Looney. To me, they're like I said, they're off to a good start to the season. But I do think this is kind of going to be an interesting trade deadline for the Warriors because the West right now kind of feels somewhat open. Like Dallas and Minnesota are kind of struggling right now, and those are the two teams that I'd be the most terrified of. Of course, 2K, though, that is going to change very quickly. Minnesota is a scary team in 2K. But the Rockets are the second seed. Obviously, the Thunder are going to be the team to worry about in this one. Are we going to be able to make a team better than the Thunder is going to be the ultimate question, in my opinion, especially in real life. The Warriors have to ask themselves that as well. I do think you don't have enough firepower, so I do think there's a potential chance that the Warriors make some type of trade at the deadline. So I think that's where we're going to start in today's video, is we get to the trade deadline and we see if we can make some type of aggressive move to give Stephen Curry a better chance of potentially winning a championship maybe this season. I don't know if we'll be able to do that, but we got to at least give it a chance. Today's video is brought to you by Daily Grind Fantasy's Optimizer. If you play on apps such as PrizePicks, Underdog, or any of these popular DFS apps, having a tool like this is insanely clutch to have finding good plays right in front of you without having to do little research whatsoever. As you can see, we're on the board right now, and we actually have some good plays. Draymond Green over 13.5 points plus assists. This is probably gone already, but this is an incredible play. FanDuel has this at 15.5. That's a 2-point discrepancy. That doesn't last very long. And if I was in here, trying to place a bet on PrizePicks right now, I would smash this immediately because this is something you just don't see very often. And like I said, it probably wouldn't last long either. If there's a clear discrepancy like that, then you absolutely take it. Now, you can say, I will say that there is some, maybe that FanDuel is the outlier here because you do have, a couple of books still listing at 13.5, but there's heavy juice on him to go over 14.5. So clearly 13.5 is still incredible value. So make sure to check out Daily Grind Fantasy's Optimizer. You also have Ridley and Terry McLaurin combo prop over 117.5 receiving yards. You got DraftKings on -171 and FanDuel with -148. Just incredible value on the board at the moment. So make sure to check it out. Links down in the description below. Other than that, let's get back to the video. So I have stopped the trade deadline to explore the market to kind of see where we could go with this because we're 33-17 on the season. And as I said, I want to give Stephen Curry a better chance at potentially winning a championship this season. So I have a couple guys in mind on trying to make a move here because we only have so much time here with Stephen Curry to attempt to win a ring here. So you obviously have the Wizards with Kyle Kuzma. The 76ers are a dumpster fire thus far to start the season. Injuries have just derailed them like crazy. They've barely played with their big three. It's really been unfortunate stuff, to be honest with you. But Paul George, Joel Embiid, Maxey, like maybe you can get Paul George or Embiid. That gives us a really small window, though. Our window's already small enough with how old Stephen Curry is here in 2K. Zach LaVine is interesting. He'd probably be pretty easy to get, but I don't know how much he, raises our ceiling. So the team that I was most interested in making a trade with here, to be honest with you, is New Orleans. They're similar to where they have dealt with so many injuries that I think they'd be open to shopping Zion, Brandon Ingram, DeJounte, CJ. Obviously, I don't really want DeJounte or CJ, but Ingram or Zion, to me, become the most appealing trade targets for the Warriors if they can pull it off. Obviously, Zion is the bigger risk. Ingram in itself is kind of a risk because he has to get paid after the season. The Raptors have like RJ Barrett. You got the Rockets who are, I guess fell down to earth. You got obviously we can't get Wemby off the Spurs. But in the Blazers have like Jeremy Grant, which is something. But as I said, I think my favorite trade target here is one of the forwards on the Pelicans from Zion or Brandon Ingram is what I'm trying to get at. So I'm going to see which one makes more sense to pull off. Obviously, looks like Ingram got paid. So, I don't know about that one. So Ingram got an extension from the Pelicans, so he won't even be available to be traded. So to me, it's clearly Zion. Like I said, there's a ton of injury risk by doing this, but I think if you give Steph and Zion, I think we got to give it a chance. Draymond and Zion would not be the best fit at all, I will be honest with you, but I don't think Draymond's going to be here long term. I think he will be in real life. He'll probably come off the bench, but you know, he regresses like crazy. So Zion to me gives us the best elevation going forward on trying to get Stephen Curry a championship in this video. Now, will the Warriors trade for Stephen, or will the Warriors trade for Zion in real life? Maybe not, probably not. Maybe it's Zach LaVine instead, but there was an opportunity in the offseason. But maybe they would do something like this. We never thought Chris Paul would appear on the Warriors, so crazier things have happened. So let's see if we can pull this off. So Andrew Wiggins or Kuminga. I do think Kuminga could be a part of this trade just because, well, again, Zion shouldn't cost that much, but he probably will in 2K. So we'll see what we can pull off here. So we're going to need a big contract in here regardless because Zion is making $36 million. So it's either Wiggins or Draymond who has to go in here. And obviously, I think it would have to be probably Wiggins. I don't think they're going to trade Draymond. So Wiggins is going to be in this trade. And then we're going to offer probably maybe Moses Moody, or we're going to offer a first this year and a first next year. We'll see if that gets us any closer or close at all to Zion. So let's see. Daniel Tice could be other piece of this trade. So Wiggins and Moody and 2 firsts for Zion Williamson. Would they say yes to this is the question. They do not. They're not even close to saying yes, it looks like. So I can't go to more first. I think that's a little too crazy to try. Couple seconds, no. So they are selling, so we got them right where they want, right where we want them. Do we do Kuminga instead? Do we have to do Kuminga instead is the question. Buddy Hield will try to keep out the trade. Is there any other? We have Podziemski, I guess we can throw in the trade. But I do like the idea of keeping Podziemski going forward. His trade value isn't even that great anyway, so I don't really think that changes the trade all that much. I guess we can try Kuminga instead of Moses Moody and see if they'd say yes to this. And they're going to say no for now. I'll throw another second in here and another second. And we do get a trade to go through with the Pelicans. So I will be transparent with you guys. Is it the most realistic trade? Not necessarily, but I think, like, you know, Lauri Markkanen could be interesting, but I don't even think he's available to be traded because he got an extension, obviously, in the offseason. So that's flushed out the window. LaVine is maybe something they revisit. But for now, Zion Williamson is the target. We're taking a massive risk by doing this, but at least in the 2K world, we know it's going to work out. In real life, I'm not really sure I would do this if I'm the Warriors, but to give Stephen Curry a chance at even trying or attempting to win a championship here, I do like the idea of this. So we trade both the forwards. So our rotation this year is going to be probably a little disappointing, to say the least, but we'll make it work. We'll find a way. Maybe Draymond and Zion will start together. The spacing will be pretty bad. But like I said, we'll find a way to make it work for this season at the very least. It'll probably be something like this. It'll be Stephen Curry, Buddy Hield, 2 guys who can shoot the lights out of the ball, Kevon Looney, Draymond Green. We'll make it work. Obviously, a lot more work to be done in this roster, but I'm going to throw Podziemski in the rotation as well. That way he gets some more run, and we're going to put him over Gary Payton. So something like this for the rest of the year. We'll see how this team finishes out now that we've added Zion Williamson. But definitely a lot more work to do to make this roster fit together, because Zion is going to be someone we need to make sure that is going to be a piece that can succeed here long term. So at the end of the season, Luka Doncic wins MVP. Zachary Shea is your Rookie of the Year. Amon Thompson's your 6th man Wemby Defensive Player. And Cade is your Most Improved. And Trae Young is your Clutch Player. So the good thing for us is, of course, we still made the playoffs as a top 3 seed. 31 and 6 from Steph, still doing his thing, which is great. But we are the 4th seed in the Western Conference. I really wanted to hang on to Kuminga, to be honest with you, but unfortunately we weren't able to. Zion comes over and averages 22 points per game. Say what you want. Like I said, real life, I can get behind the idea that probably wasn't the most realistic trade in the world in this video. It's titled a realistic rebuild. I can get behind that, and I can understand you're frustrated. But to give ourselves a chance at winning a championship today, I felt like it was necessary to do so. So hopefully you can understand that. 13 points from Buddy Hield, and then along with 41% shooting from 3. So we draw Sacramento. I said we were the 3rd seed, but we're actually the 4th seed. My apologies. So we'll get down to an diamond rotation in the playoffs, and let's see if we can go far at all. So somebody come around against the Kings, and the Kings are going to have our numbers. So yeah, not great. Obviously, we traded a bunch of things to, you know, get Zion, and we get bounced in round 1. But we took a chance. Luka and the Mavericks rematched the Celtics, but this time the Celtics come out on top again in 7 rather than, I think it was 5. Wasn't it 5 or 6? I can't remember, but obviously Boston won the series. But back to the lottery we go, and let's go ahead and see. Obviously, our pick is going to be headed elsewhere. Blazers get number 1. Our pick is sent to the Pelicans. It ends up at 25, so not too discouraged by that. Steve Kerr is still the head coach. We can leave it that way. And we're going to need big jumps from, you know, guys like Podziemski and Moses Moody. We're going to need them to step up big time, obviously, going forward. As much as I don't want to do it, I do think we got to trade Draymond Green this offseason. I just don't think his value is going to stick around. So we can actually get a really good offer from somebody. Jalen Johnson, the Hornets, the Kings, the Knicks, and the Lakers are off me. So I honestly do think Draymond to the Lakers does make some sense. Go play with his, friend, LeBron James. But I don't think the Lakers are giving up Dalton Connect to do it. So we'll remove Dalton Connect out of the trade. I do think Rui is a possibility, though. So Draymond for Rui. And can we get Vanderbilt out of it as well? So Draymond for Rui and Vanderbilt, I would sign up with that all day. It gives us a couple forwards that I think will be serviceable. But Draymond at the end of the day is going to regress, and that's why we're doing this trade. They want a first. They'll give me Maxwell Lewis. Trading another first feels really dirty. I don't really want to do it. What about a second? And I'll give you... Do I have anybody to throw in here? No, I don't. So Kyle Anderson. That's fine. We'll do that. We do take Gabe Vincent's contract, but this gives us Rui and Vanderbilt, 2 serviceable forwards. Draymond is going to regress like crazy like he always does. So I'm more than happy with doing this. Just like that, we send Draymond off to the Lakers. He goes play with LeBron James. And I think Zion and Draymond aren't the best fit going forward anyway. So I do think that trade made sense for all parties. And that gives us a couple forwards. Like I said, not that I ideally want to start, but it gives us some serviceable guys. They probably will end up being starters, but I'm happy to have them regardless. I don't think we have a draft pick from anybody. So no draft picks. Let's just go to player options. So Podziemski and Santos will accept, and then qualifying offers. Here's your, obviously, restricted free agents. All right, so Scottie Pippen's a free agent. Jordan Hawkins. Why is Jordan Hawkins a free agent? I have no idea why that's the case, but... and we do have a couple of good bird right free agents who could be bench pieces. So Lundy Waters, Looney, Gary Payton, Melton. So all those guys become very important, I think. But let's take a look at the roster and what the rotation would look like going into next season. So Stefan Podziemski. I do think there's a chance that Podziemski gets to start next season, depending on how much he progresses. So Stefan Podziemski. You have Buddy Hield and Moses Moody. That looks good too. You have Rui Hachimura at the small forward spot, which I actually think is fine. You have Zion and Jared Vanderbilt, and then you have Trace Jackson Davis. So yeah, honestly, this might be kind of the rotation we go with. Our big trade was the Draymond trade. We're going to have to, re-sign. We're going to re-sign one of the guards, whether it's Melton. But Moses Moody is going to play a big role this year. Podziemski's going to play a big role this year. And then we're going to need to re-sign Kevon Looney, I think. So let's just go ahead and start there. So Lenny Waters will re-sign to a deal. We'll re-sign Kevon Looney. I won't re-sign Gary Payton because he progresses too. And I will re-sign DeAnthony Melton, because I do think DeAnthony Melton can actually get us a good player through a trade if necessary in the future. So Zion, Vanderbilt, and Rui is the big additions thus far to pair with Stephen Curry. Does that feel like we've done enough to get him a championship? No, not necessarily, but we're building towards something. Buddy Hield regresses. Podziemski is up to 79, which is good. Rui is down. Doc Davis is up. But at the end of the day, Zion's up to 91. We give him a co-star that's 25 years old. And, when Stephen Curry's gone, you have the guy to build around, although that ship may be sailed just based off how his career has gone so far. But with that being said, we're going to get into year 2, and we'll still evaluate at the deadline with some salaries we still have left available to us. We're trying at the end of the day to get Stephen Curry one last championship. We've done all that we can that we think we can to go do it. So I'm going to have to cut someone here. It's going to have to be Reese. Is there anybody else that makes sense? We can cut Maxwell Lewis we got, and he's a young player. Maybe throw in a trade later. I guess it'll just be Quinn Post, unfortunately. So Quinn Post will be released. And then how much did Draymond Green regress? Because like I said, he regresses like crazy. So he is down to an 80 overall. So, it is what it is. Zion and him aren't the best fit. Like I said, it does suck in the end of the day to get rid of Draymond, because obviously Draymond, Steph, retiring a Warrior feels good. Clay would have been a part of that too, but that obviously is no longer going to be the case. He could always come back, maybe at the end of his career. But all right, let's get into the rotation for year 2, and this will be interesting to kind of see what this looks like. So proficiency is going to be 4-star perimeter centric. So I do like the rotation, though. I do think it's a decent fit. So Steph, Buddy Hield, Rui, Zion, Trace Jackson Davis, Moses Moody, Podziemski, Vanderbilt, and then DeAnthony Melton. So I don't mind it. We're going to go ahead and move Lundy Waters to small forward, and that's going to put him in. Obviously, but I might even put him as a starter. It does put him as a starter, so that's fine with me. So Lenny Waters is going to start, and then Moses Moody, Podziemski, Rui, and Vanderbilt is off the bench. So we'll see how this goes, and then we should probably find a way to get Looney in there too, right? So 10-man rotation. It's going to put Melton in, but he's still going to be recovering from his injury. So we're going to go ahead and just give these minutes to Looney, and then we'll probably stop at the deadline to kind of evaluate how we're doing and hoping that this is going well. And then more than likely, we'll still try to make a trade, because I still think there's another piece to be made, or another piece to be acquired here to ultimately try to secure Stephen Curry a championship. So we are stopping the trade deadline, as I'm going to look to make another massive trade here. Now, I don't know if we're going to have the salary to pull this off, but I do love the idea of Michael Porter Jr. paired with Steph and Zion. I think MPJ would be an incredible fit next to Zion, someone who can shoot a ton of threes. Now, as you can see, it appears that both Michael Porter Jr. and Jamal Murray are on the trade block. Obviously, this could be due to some salary concerns. I don't know. But I want to see if I can get MPJ here at the deadline to give ourselves another piece to attempt to, like I said, he's got 2 years left of his contract, shooting 41% from 3. He'd be an ideal starting small forward next to Zion. We have to include Rui's contract to do it. We need 15 more million in here, and I think we could actually get there. So whether it's Melton's contract, we need 5 more million in here, and Vanderbilt or Lindy Waters, I think we do it. So Podziemski, I think we're going to do this. So Lindy Waters, Rui, Melton, and then let's say we take, like, obviously Alexander. So boom. All right. So is this fair enough for... I think we can actually do this straight up. I don't even think we're going to have to add a pick in here. So hopefully this works out. Lindy Waters averaging 8 points and 44% shooting from 3. Melton has yet to play for us. Obviously kind of hurt. And Rui shooting 53%. Holy crap. What the hell is going on with Rui? But he's... Do I trade someone who's... I still got to do it, right? I mean, it gives us just an better overall small forward. It gives Podziemski and Moody the chance to really step up as well, even further. Yeah, I think I'm going to do this still, and they do agree. So MPJ, and that gives the Nuggets a really good, some really good pieces as well. So this gives us a new starting 5. That's going to move Moody in the starting 5. So Stephen Curry, Moses Moody, MPJ, Zion, Trace Jackson-Davis, Buddy Hield, Podziemski, Vanderbilt, and Kevon Looney. I can rock with this. We're going to run 9 rotation for the rest of the season. I think we actually have given Stephen Curry a legitimate chance at going to win it all once again. So that's the hope, and that's what we're hoping for after that addition of Zion and Michael Porter so far throughout the video. Let's see if it ultimately pays off. So at the end of year 2, Luka Doncic wins MVP, Cooper Flagg Rookie of the Year in Charlotte, Amon Thompson 6th Man, Wemby Defensive Player, and Asar's your Most Improved, and Tatum's your Clutch Player, and Kidd is your Coach of the Year, and Byron Reeves is your Executive, aka me, as we actually won 60 games. So that feels actually incredible to see. So here's your All-NBA first team. Do we get Steph making it? We do. All-NBA third team for him. All-Offensive first team and all-defensive second team. All-Rookie first team and all-Rookie second team. So we do end up as a second seed in the Western Conference. Let's take a look at the player stats. You had 28 from Stephen Curry, 21 from Zion, 14 from Moses Moody, 14 from MPJ, 11 from Buddy Hield, and 10 from Chase Jackson-Davis, 8 from Podziemski, 4.5 from Vanderbilt, and 3 from Looney. I really do think this could be our chance, maybe our only chance at winning here, because I do think Steph's going to continue to regress. That's only going to make it harder to win a championship, because older players in 2K aren't loved, man. They just aren't. So hopefully we can find a way to get it done here. We do draw Wemby and the Spurs, which makes me a tad nervous, but hopefully we can find a way to beat them. Somebody current round against the Spurs, and we are going to no sweat beat them. 4-0, actually. Pretty awesome there. That's a good start. But now we get the Timberwolves, who are going to be a little bit tougher. Now, they have Cameron Payne as their starting point guard, which feels a little disrespectful to Rob Dillingham, but whatever floats the Timberwolves boat. Game 1 goes to us. We blew them out badly. Damn, okay. Can we continue? Dude, they haven't even gotten close. Okay, that was a little bit of a closer game. We have yet to lose a game so far, though. Holy moly. I think the roster we've thrown together fits incredibly so far. But now we draw Luka and the Mavericks, so our run could come to an end here, because obviously Luka Doncic and Klay versus his former team. It's a fun narrative, man. I like it. This is poetic. I love to see this. So let's get to game 1, and we do win by 1 point. So we take one in Dallas, and I was going to go to Simcast, to be honest with you, but I accidentally clicked Sim through game. So they want to fix the rotation and put Buddy Hield back in, but all right. So let's see. We can take a 2-0 lead over the Mavericks here. Let's see. They're going to even the series back in Dallas. So we're going to lose our first playoff game thus far. So that's unfortunate, but it is what it is. So at least we got one in Dallas. Let's see if we can win both games at home here to take a 3-1 lead. That'd be pretty incredible, but it is going to be tougher. It's going to be easier said than done, obviously. But we do have the lead right now, and we are going to take a 2-1 lead here. 30 from Zion and 38 from Steph. I mean, if we can combine for 68 every night between those two, I think we'll have a great chance at winning the damn championship here. So can we get it done here, though? It looks good. It's looking good right now. We're going to be up 3-1 on the Mavericks. 111, 134. 45 from Steph, 28 from Zion, at 19 from Michael Porter Jr. Can we win in 5? No. Okay, let's simcast game 6, because I'm not ready for a game 7 if this gets tied here. And it's going to be a close game 6. Your boy might have to jump in to save the day. And it's going to be way too close for comfort. I might jump in here, because I want to make sure we secure the championship right here and now. And it's going to be, I'm jumping in. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. I'm not the best at 2K, but I'm serviceable. I can make it happen sometimes. So we got Luka. Oh gosh, guarding Luka sounds like a nightmare. I feel like I'm gonna choke every time he has the ball. So give me just rock with me. Let's see if we can make something happen. So Luka Doncic, nice screen from Quentin Grimes. Luka is gonna splash that three. Yeah, it was a nice play. So we're gonna call a timeout. It looks like. So we're gonna be down 5 with 2 minutes and 20 seconds left on the clock. Luka almost just punched Stephen Curry there. So we might be going to a game 7 unless if I have something to say about it. Let's see if I can make something happen in this game 6. We're gonna have our work cut out for us here. So I'm gonna screen from our center and actually I was kind of thinking about taking a 3 there, but I decided against it. I don't like where I'm going with this possession so far. Give me another screen. Give me another screen. I'm gonna pop a 3 here. 3 from, oh my goodness, I stepped way too far back. You know, low-key Steph's... Oh, my gosh. And Luka's off in transition. Dude, this is a disaster so far. All right. Not great. Not great. I won't lie to you. This has been terrible. This has not been how I wanted this to go. But, all right. MPJ 3 is where I'm going with this. And that's not going to go down. I feel like I had to chuck up a quick 3. And we might be going to a game 7 here. So, I mean, I could have simcast the rest of the way. But maybe we would have lost regardless. But Luka's open. And yeah, I don't know what's going on. We're down 10 that quickly. Jumping in was probably the worst mistake your boy could have made potentially. But all right, okay, you know what? We hit a 3. It's only a 7-point game now. It's going to go back to Stephen Curry every single time. Luka, we got to get a stop here though. We have yet to have been able to do that. Luka's going to go to Lively. And we got a cutting Kyrie Irving. Oh my gosh, Dallas's offense looks incredible right now. I mean, I'm even off-balling and it's not working. So, you know we are in trouble right now. All right. We're going to step back another 3. That's not going to go down. All right. I'm just going to end the rest of this. We're clearly going to a game 7. Let's just not even waste our time. Game 7 in Dallas. So we'll be on the road here. So hopefully come out here. Klay Thompson wants to beat his former team to get to the finals for his agenda. It's going to be another close game. Do I jump in this time? That is going to be the ultimate question. Just don't let them run away with it, I ask. Let's see. I'm going to jump in again, dude. I might do it, and it might be disaster, but we need to make something happen here. There's 3 minutes left in the clock. I think if we're able to beat Dallas, I think we can beat anybody. So I'm going to jump in. We do have the ball this time, so that gives me better confidence. So let's give Stephen Curry the ball here. And let's attack the rim, man. We got 3 minutes left in the clock, so there's plenty of time here. We're gonna give it to Zion, and Zion's gonna get around Gafford, and we're gonna tie it up. So we're gonna make sure we play better and lock in this time. We can't give Luka open 3s like we did earlier. This is game 7. Gotta lock in. We're gonna go to Kyrie Irving 3. That's gonna be, dude. I feel like I'm playing the freaking. I don't even know, dude. Like every time they pass it, they're open. I don't know. Like, I feel like I'm on them, and then when I look away, I'm not. But that's going to be a really good... Oh, please go down. There we go. 105, 105. That was massive. All right, so we tie it up. 2 minutes, 53 seconds left, and now they're going to call a timeout. We got to play defense, dude. We've not been able to lock in on defense. I don't even think I've gotten a single stop between the 2 games we've jumped into so far. So let's see if we can play better defense here. So I'm going to lock in on Luka. And I'm going to have to switch to Zion. Oh, my gosh. He missed it, thankfully. I'm lost in the sauce on defense, dude. Holy moly. All right. I want to get the ball to Stephen Curry, but he's scaring me by obviously cutting. So let's get a screen and roll going with... I'm going to shoot a 3 here. 3 from... Oh, my God. Okay. All right. Oh, and Kyrie is off in transition. But we're there. We're there. Good defense, but better offense. 107 and 105. Let's reset things and give me a screen, Zion Williamson. Zion pick and roll has to be undefeated here. There it is. 2 E's. Dude, how did you smoke that? You were freaking... Oh my gosh. How did Zion not finish through contact there, dude? Holy crap. This is a disaster, man. I'm going to the rim. Screw it. And 1. Yes, we needed that. Let's go. And 1 on Kyrie. Needed that in the worst way possible. Massive. All right. I said, screw it. I'm attacking the rim. And I'm going to miss the and 1. Dude, I got so lucky. 102, 109. His release is quick. I got to keep that in mind. All right. We need to stop, which we've barely been able to get. So wish me luck on this one. Luka Doncic going to get a screen from Lively. Nope. No screen yet. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Luka is backing it up. And we're there. Good defense, but we got to stop. That's what we wanted. I was there that time. We got to score here. I'm going to the rim. Screw it. Wow. What a block. What a block by Lively. I don't regret that attack, but dude, what a freaking block by Derek Lively. Holy moly. All right, we need to get the ball in. We'll go to Buddy Hield. Go to MPJ at the top. We don't like it. Steph, 3. Give me a screen with Zion. Zion, I need you to attack the basket. It's worked. Give me... Foul. They called a foul. And PJ Washington fouled out. I didn't even notice they called a foul for a second. I thought that was just a block by them. All right, so that's going to be slightly early, but it's going to go down. We can take the lead here with some free throws. All right. Taking the lead, 110 to 109. Blocking on defense. Steph's going to clamp up Luka Doncic. And some... Okay, dude, if you make that, GG's, I guess. I was about to say, holy crap. All right, that's fine. We need to take advantage of them shooting that. You know what? Maybe I just go downhill with Zion. What's the worst thing that can happen? Kyrie Irving is not stopping him. He is so far. Holy moly, this is not working. Okay. Buddy Hield 3. Screw it. Excellent release. We needed that. Let's do it. 113-109. 4-point lead in game 7. Massive 3 from Buddy Hield. Let's get it. We need to stop. No threes allowed. No threes. Kyrie Irving. Get a screen from Lively. I'm there. They're going to go down to Luka Doncic. Luka's going to back Steph. Okay. He just bullied. Dude. The Mavericks are... We got to score here because I don't know if I'm going to be able to ever stop them on defense because Luka just bullied me, dude. He just like backed me down and pushed me over. I couldn't do anything about it. I'm going to layup. I don't know why we went under the rim there. I felt like we could have just attacked and been fine. But Najee Marshall trying to score. Get the... Oh my goodness. We're there. Strip. Get the ball. Let's go, Buddy Hield. Off and running. That should be a take foul. Or... No? Dude, that's... Clear path, take foul, anything? Holy crap. I felt like I had a wide open layup there. They call nothing, though. Whatever. It is what it is. I feel like that should have been a clear path. We have a 4-point lead once again. What a disaster there, dude. Holy crap. All right, well... 4-point lead, 22 seconds left. What could possibly go wrong? Famous last words, right? All right. Let's see what the Mavericks going to do on this possession. They have Marshall inbounding it. Let's keep the ball to Luka's hands. Kyrie mid-range. That's going to go out. Let's go. Get the ball to Steph. And they're going to foul Trayce Jackson-Davis. I was trying to pass it as quickly as possible. Did not work out. So Kyrie misses the mid-range. I wanted that ball out of Luka's hands. And we're not going to make that. Okay. Now, the Mavericks don't have a timeout. We got to make at least one of these. Can you make this one, Trayce Jackson-Davis? Can we make this one? No, we're going to miss both. I tried to get the ball to Steph as fast as possible. It did not work out that way. We're there. And that's going to be a foul. Buddy Hield's going to rip a foul out. We're going to go to Moses Moody. 12 seconds left. They are going to have to play the foul game. So you guys already know who we're going to inbound it to. We're going to clearly inbound it to Steph and not even think twice. So we're not going to put Trayce Jackson-Davis at the free throw line. All right, so give the ball to Steph. And we're not even going to think twice about this. They're going to foul me immediately. So now we'll go to the free throw line. We got to knock down 2. And we'll have a 4-point lead again. So first one. Okay. We make the second one at least. All right, second one goes down. They can still tie it. That first free throw was pivotal. I got to make sure I just stay on the Luka. Luka's the one guy I don't want taking the shot, and Luka takes it. He's going to miss it. Oh, my goodness. Get it to Steph. Get it to Steph. Get it to Steph. 2 seconds left in the clock. All right. This is just to get to the finals, by the way. So, like, we're not even technically... All right, so that's going to be 117-113. And now I'm just going to... Actually, it doesn't even matter if we miss this on purpose. 118-113. We might be winning game 7 here. Luka's going to shoot a full court heater. It won't matter even if it goes in. And just like that, we've gotten Stephen Curry back in the NBA Finals. Let's go, baby. That's what we wanted. A lot of gameplay here. But hopefully, we didn't do all this just to go lose to whoever we meet in the finals. We'll go see who it is. It will be the Toronto Raptors. And if you guys remember, these two teams met up in the finals years ago when Kawhi obviously got his when Kawhi got his championship with the Raptors, and they beat Boston. So don't know who I would have rather played. The Raptors always seem to be like a sneaky team in the 2K simulations. So let's see how this goes. Hopefully win game 1. So game 1 goes to us. Blow them out badly. Okay, this is looking good so far. 3-0, and I think it's safe to say we may have gotten Stephen Curry his ring, and we sweep the Raptors. So all that gameplay to beat the Mavericks was well worth it. Zion is your Finals MVP. And I'm going to end it on that note, dude. I'm going to end it off on a good note. That was only 2 seasons. I don't even care, dude. Like, I wanted to get this championship so badly. If we go again, I really don't know if we'd win again because Steph is only going to get older and regress even more. But the goal was to get him 1 more ring, and we did just that. Zion and Michael Porter Jr. were the 2 additions here. I'm very happy about it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see y'all in the next one. This is Crushables. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.